Hey there, this is Marky2200 and welcome to my Need for Speed testing series. Today we're going to be ranking all the tier 3 cars in Need for Speed Undercover from worst to best based on their acceleration and braking. So what we're gonna do is we're going to accelerate from 0 to 200 kilometers an hour and then braking back to 0. So it's going to be an acceleration test as well as a braking test. The rank itself will be on the top left and the time it needed to do the acceleration test will be on the top right. Without further ado, let's see which of the tier 3 cars in Need for Speed Undercover has the worst acceleration. And that is, at number 16, we have the Chevrolet Corvette C2. It went from 0 to 200 km an hour in 8.03 seconds. And it did the full acceleration test, that is from 0 to 200 and then back to 0 again, in 11.65 seconds, and that is excluding any reaction time. So from a classic muscle car you expect a bit more, but there you are. At number 15 we have the Mitsubishi Evo 9. These two cars were also at the bottom of the list in the lap time test. The Evo went from 0 to 200 in 8.54 seconds, so that's half a second slower than the Chevrolet C2. But it has got much better brakes, as we can see, because it did the acceleration test in half a second less. Number 14 we have the Audi TT, which went from 0 to 200 in 8.83 seconds, which is, by the way, the slowest of any tier 3 car. However, it did the full acceleration test in 10.74 seconds, so that is, well, it only puts it at 14th. It was decently well in the lap time test, but only 14th doesn't help in the championship. At number 13 we have the Ford Mustang GT, 10.33 seconds. Again, you expect quite a bit more from a muscle car when it comes to acceleration test, but there you are. It is not great. It is not a car that I would recommend choosing, but again, there you are. Coming in at number 12 we have our collector's edition car. We have the Porsche Cayman S from 0 to 200 in 8.29 seconds. And then did the full acceleration test in 10.19 seconds. By the way, if you haven't noticed it yet, I'm ranking it on the full acceleration test, so not just the from 0 to 200. Number 11 we have the Mitsubishi Evo X, 9.78 seconds. We have reached the 10-second mark. Again, I expected quite a bit more from the Evo X, given its 4-wheel drive, and it's actually quite a high performance sports car, but only 11th place, not the greatest one. Coming in at number 10 we have the Dodge Charger SRT8 Super B, which went from 0 to 200 in 7.34 seconds, and it did the full acceleration test in 9.75 seconds. Again, I expected more from a muscle car, but there you are. Coming at number 9 we have the older brother of the Dodge Charger. We have the classic Dodge Charger. From 0 to 200 in 6.86 seconds. That is quite quickly. However, because the brakes of the classic muscle car aren't the greatest, it did a full acceleration test in 9.64 seconds, making it only 9th place. Number 8, another muscle car, we have the Chevrolet Camaro, 7.24 seconds to 200 and then back to 0 again in 9.61 seconds. Pretty much the average of the bunch. I can't say too much about it. It's alright. Yeah, it's alright. At number 7 we have the Toyota Supra, which went from 0 to 200 in 6.98 seconds and it did a full acceleration test in 9.20 seconds. Come to think of it, this was the second best drag car in Need for Speed Pro Street, and the Chevrolet Corvette C2 was the best drag car. Seeing them perform this week in an acceleration test in Need for Speed Undercover is kind of surprising. Number 6, you've seen it, Mazda RX-7, 0 to 200 in 6.58 seconds, and it did the full acceleration test in 9.06 seconds. And coming in at number 5, we have the Nissan 350Z. I say it again, it's a Nissan 370Z. And it did the acceleration test in just 1/100th faster than the Mazda RX-7. So really, these are pretty much the same car when it comes to acceleration. Coming in at number 4, we have what I thought was going to be the fastest accelerating tier 3 car in Need for Speed Undercover. We have the Chevrolet Chevelle SS. From 0 to 200 in 6.31 seconds, and it did the full acceleration test in 8.79 seconds. Which is quite good, it's very good, it's top 4. Number 3, yeah, there he is again. It was number 3 on the lap times, and it is number 3 on the acceleration test. The Renault Megane Coupe. From 0 to 200 in 6.11 seconds, which is the fastest from 0 to 200 of any tier 3 car. Full acceleration test 8.71 seconds. This car just keeps surprising everyone. Coming in at number 2, we have the classic Challenger. From 0 to 200 in 6.23 seconds. It did the full acceleration test in 8.53 seconds. It is a car you can simply pick from the pink slips, so you don't have to spend any money on this, which is always a good thing. However, it got beaten out by, at number 1, the Nissan Skyline GTR 34. Yet again at number 1, we had it at number 1 in the lap times, and we have it at number 1 in terms of acceleration. From 0 to 200 in 6.31, so it is slower than the Challenger on that case, and did the full acceleration test in 8.32. However, it got beaten out yet again by the Volkswagen Scirocco. The Volkswagen Scirocco did the full acceleration test in 8.16 seconds. So it isn't a huge difference, but the Volkswagen Scirocco is better yet again than the Nissan Skyline GTR 34. Yeah. The Volkswagen Scirocco, a tier 4 car, is better than the best tier 3 car in terms of lap times and in terms of acceleration. It won't be better in terms of top speed, because the Volkswagen Scirocco wasn't the best in terms of top speed from the tier 4 car. Because if I remember correctly, it got 6th or 8th, I believe it got 6th in the tier 4 top speed test. So it definitely will not beat the Nissan Skyline in terms of top speeds. I am sure that the tier 3 cars will have a better top speed in general than the tier 4 cars. However, so far the differences isn't huge between tier 4 and tier 3 cars. So I think again that was a huge surprise to everyone, including me. But these are the facts, so there you are. So those were all tier 3 cars ranked from worst to best in terms of acceleration. The next video, as I said, will be all tier 3 cars ranked from worst to best based on their top speed. If you've liked this video, consider giving it a thumbs up, and if you wish to stay updated on all my future videos, consider subscribing. That's it for now. This has been Marky 2200, and I hope to see you guys in the next video.